Arnie,
Lindsay.
yeah, listen, I could really use your help with something.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Why?
I don't really know yet. For no particular reason, I'm thinking surprise party.
I'm calling you as like not as Daniel's boss, okay? I'm calling you as Daniel's sister.
Okay, do you want me to play the boss then? I mean, are you being going to be Daniel? I'm not sure what we're doing, but I'll
Okay, no,
play
no,
whatever.
you be you, and you're getting a call from Daniel's sister who wants to talk about something that is bothering me.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Do you though?
Yeah, you're not sure you're going to, know who to invite and who to put
To
on
what?
invite.
I heard that. Invite to what?
The party.
Okay,
Surprise.
there's no party. There's no party. You imagined a surprise party and you acknowledged that you did so for no apparent reason. So
Right, you are. I stand corrected.
you're wearing orthopedic shoes.
Steve Allen.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just table the whole surprise party discussion for now. What's up?
Great. Daniel has been working for me for what, like 10 weeks, three months, something like that. Yeah.
Are you firing Daniel?
No. I am calling because I need
You want me to fire Daniel?
Arnie.
Yeah.
Is firing something that a sister does or something that a boss does?
A boss.
And I am calling you today as his
Sister.
Yes.
Kind of a bossy sister.
Totally fair. Look, sooner or later, we're going to get back into an actual writer's room. Okay. Maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year from now. I don't know.
Okay, so if you're not at work right now, why is Daniel getting paid so much?
Can I just say again that he's really not getting paid that much?
Okay.
And as his agent, you should always be telling me how much more he is worth.
Well, I'm not that kind of agency.
Agency.
What did I say?
No, agency. I'm just reminding myself I've been trying very hard to call people exactly what they like to be called.
Oh, it's important too. I got an email from Danny with an I.
Yeah, the magician.
Right.
Allison?
Apparently. But anyway, it said from now on, their pronouns will be they and them. And, that's hard after you've known somebody for a long time.
What was they before?
Well, he was a he. I mean, definitely a he. I saw him once during a wardrobe change and hello.
Okay, we've drifted off topic, I think.
All right. Let me just stay on that topic for 1 second.
Okay.
Even though Danny with an I was a he would sign all of his notes and letters to me with a chubby heart over the I, to dot the I.
And is that like about effeminacy or?
What? No, it's just, I could never say it to him, but he would put that chubby heart over the I, and it looked like he was signing his name and then ending it with like a caricature or a cartoon version of the male anatomy, like
a penis icon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could, yeah. Well, you could never say it to them, but it looked like they were signing their name. See, with the plural pronoun.
It's so awkward. It's just so awkward. I don't know. Maybe their whole point is to make it more difficult to talk about them when they're not around.
Well, I mean, I think everyone's motivations are complex and multi-layered, and we shouldn't ascribe a motivation to a group as a whole.
I was talking about Danny with an I, and maybe their whole point is to make it difficult so we can't talk about them when they're not around.
Got it. Yeah, no, I see that. At this time, your agency, I would like to collect all the turnips into the wagon, drag the wagon out of the ditch, and get it back on track. Shall we?
Your agency. I like that.
Thank you. I just wrote it. I'm a writer.
Mm-hmm. The party?
There's not a party. When we go back into the production, when we would go back into the writer's room in person, right?
Oh, well, right. Sure. I mean, then once that happens, you are obviously not paying Daniel enough.
Good job. Not right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to tell you, though, he really enjoys working on the show.
Well, that's good to hear, really. And I know it, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he just slipped into that job like wool and sheep clothing.
Like, what?
Wool and sheep's clothing. You know, it's a saying.
Are you thinking maybe of a wolf in sheep's clothing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, it could be, but it wouldn't mean what I meant then.
Okay, Arnie, I need him to be able to shut up for 5 minutes.
What?
Daniel, in the writer's room, I need him to be able to leave some oxygen for the other writers.
No, okay. I don't understand what.
Do you understand how Daniel works? I mean, as a writer.
Well, yeah, I assume he smokes a ton of pot and types.
So you understand, yeah. And most of it's late at night.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I would get emails from him. I mean, I'd read him in the morning, but I could see that he sent them at 2 or 3 a.m. And, he's just working on a new script or something and just up all night writing.
Yes. Yeah. He could literally write the next 3 seasons in, I don't know, a month and a half all by himself if I asked him to. If I asked him to, he would lock himself in a bunker with coffee and cannabis and put out an episode every 3 days until they were all done. And then they did a polish. And he would draft them. He would draft them with secondary storylines that not only overlap, but finish out with this unexpectedly satisfying image that happens at exactly the right time. He would deepen the characters. He would complicate the conflicts between them more than I and my entire team have ever managed to do in the last 2.5 years.
See, this is why I'm saying he's probably worth a lot more than you're paying him.
Okay, not right now.
No?
No, I am
Okay.
trying so hard to elevate my work to his standard, but I can't. Because this is not an art project in college. This is not his stand-up act where he and he alone gets to determine what joke is worthy and what joke is not.
Okay, I don't understand.
I had to mute him.
What?
During a Zoom meeting, I had to mute him.
Oh, I've done that.
What?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when he's talking about something he's working on or he's got a new bid, he just goes on and he wants to just talk about it. So I just mute him. And, I'm doing my own thing, but it looks like I'm taking notes or something. And then if he looks a little distressed or worried, I just go, just 1 second. And then I unmute and I say, I've got some thoughts, I've got some notes, but I don't think you really need them because you're really on the right track. And then I unmute and I go back to mute and he's fine.
Yeah, but a writer's room meeting, Arnie, he suggested an alternate line for something that one of my team had written.
Oh.
And I said that I would think about it.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and yet.
Is there going to be a duel?
What?
If this guy couldn't understand why Daniel thought his line was right or better.
A duel?
Well, yeah, he once challenged Joe Rogan to a duel over whether male toxicity is a socially damaging throwback to feudal society. That is what happened.
On his podcast?
No, in an Uber.
Damn. He may have gotten to the dual challenging portion of the program. I'm not sure, but he started explaining in a room, a writer's room,
mm-hmm.
how his suggestion for one line was superior because the etymology of the word hysterical, and that's when I muted him and we just went on with the meeting. And I could see that he continued to talk for a long while before he noticed the little red mark over his microphone.
Oh, you've got to just turn off the speakers or he'll know.
Arnie, I am just begging you.
Okay, I'm tempted to say it. Okay, I'm going to say, I know where this is going.
You do.
I've been wrong before, and I don't want to turn into the boy who cried wolf. So,
yeah, again, that's going to be the boy who cried wolf. Wolf, not wool.
Well, then I have no idea what that story was supposed to mean.
I need you to talk to Daniel.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Because if I talk to him, do you understand? Like,
No,
oh
whoa,
God.
whoa, whoa. Finish that thought. What happens if you do talk to him?
If I talk to him as his sister, then I have to be careful not to hurt his feelings. And if I talk to him as his boss, that is just
You got stop it. Stop it with the compartmentalizations. My Uncle Parker once sued my father for $3,000 over a broken windshield and a little bit of oral surgery.
Whose fault was the accident?
Oh, there was no accident, but well, let me start again. My dad once put my Uncle Parker's face through the windshield of a 1978 Mercury Monterey. Nice car.
This is my new favorite story.
Then my uncle sued my father.
For $3,000.
Yeah. So they went in front of a judge. They both told their whole stories. And at the end of the day, you know what they were?
Brothers.
What?
For all the conflict and fighting and the money, they were brothers. I
Well,
get
they
it.
weren't brothers. I don't know. Where did you get the idea that they were brothers?
You said your dad and your uncle.
Oh, no, Uncle Parker was on my mom's side, and it's her half brother. And his name wasn't actually Parker.
Okay, for the love of anything anyone considers holy, Arnie, can you just, what were your father and your half uncle, not Parker?
Just two guys who didn't have $3,000 between them.
Who won the lawsuit?
Well, if nobody had the money, it doesn't really matter.
Every conversation with you is like a Zen koan.
Do you remember your first birthday, Lindsay?
Only Marilu Henner remembers her first birthday. That and probably the exact date on which I offended her by offhandedly referring to the cruel gift of her perfect memory as a parlor trick.
Do you know who does remember your first birthday?
My dad, maybe my mom.
Probably not. Daniel remembers your first birthday. He sat in some big overstuffed chair with you in his lap.
Oh, I actually, yeah, my parents still have that chair.
And he told you that he would not remind your parents that it was your birthday. And someday you would understand and you would wish it would happen again.
He was 12. He understood that at 12.
Yeah. You know, he adores you and he gets you. He trusts you and yeah, he just wants you to trust him and admire him, but he just has this feeling, this constant sense that he's always falling short.
Are you kidding me?
No. I mean, when I kid you, you'll know because it'd be humor content.
How come every time I talk to you, it feels like you're rambling and disconnected, but then at the end, I feel like I've won a prize?
This is precisely the goal for every transaction here at the Laughs Never Stop Comedy and Talent Booking Agency.
It turns out you just might be the finest comedy and talent booking agency in all of Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Stroudsburg?
Talk to your Strasbourg.
Stroud?
Let's call the whole thing off. Talk to your brother.
As his boss or as his sister?
Absolutely. Okay. And this is a little embarrassing for me, but I just got to make it, it's bugging me.
Go ahead.
Just if I were ever to fool you with some clever ruse.
What are you, Blackadder now?
I'm just asking, if I did fool you with some clever ruse, would I say that I pulled the wolf over your eyes?
No, that would be wool.
Oh, thank God. I was suddenly thinking I had absolutely humiliated myself when I was in a conversation with Stephen Duffy about his time with Sirhan Sirhan. Oh.
Duran Duran?
What?
What?